Good morning, my people. Long time no see. Anyway, just to give you all an update on what I've been doing, I've just been doing Uber, really. Nothing with Amazon Flex, just literally Uber. Now, last night was a very interesting night. Well, I did daytime when I say last night, I'll refer to Saturday. Now, Saturday I worked during the day. I thought I'd give it a try. So I came out at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and man, it was busy. The students basically got back coming back into Reading basically on Saturday, yesterday afternoon. And yeah, it was busy. It was non-stop, literally. If we're going back and forth, station to university. So for those of you who know Reading, that's a fairly short trip, maybe about 8 minutes to be exact. But it was on surge, so it's all worthwhile. And yeah, and it was constantly surging. It was constantly surging. It was surging all day. So anyway, it was time for dinner. So I went home at around 8 o'clock, and during my last surge drop off, there was no more surge happening. So I said, perfect timing. I can have my dinner now and relax, basically. And yes, relax, literally is the word, because what happened was nothing happened in terms of surge that whole night after 8 o'clock. It was literally dead, and I was really geared up because I thought to myself, yes, the students are back. That means that it's going to be busy. It's going to be surging like crazy. The students are going to go to the bars and clubs, and yeah, it'll be a brilliant night in terms of earnings. And it didn't happen. It did not happen. So anyway, I waited around at home till about, let's say, 10 o'clock, and I thought to myself, okay, this is ridiculous. Can't just sit at home waiting for work. I'll go out there. So what I did was I switched my app over to my driving preference and just chose XL only. Because let's face it, if you do X in Reading for the minimum fare of £4, Uber takes their £1 cut, for £3 for that 5-minute journey from university to the bars. It's not worth it. It's not worth your while. Okay, it's good in terms that you're not burning that much fuel, but yeah, you really want to be maximizing your earnings. So I switched to XL. So luckily I've got that option because I've got a 7-seater now, guys. In case you guys didn't. Oh, I didn't actually tell you guys. Yeah, I got a 7-seater. So I got myself a Citroen C4 Grand Picasso. A 17 plate, nearly new, so it had 16,000 on the clock already, so it already clocked up mileage for a 17 plate, I must admit. So yeah, for the 6 months that it's been a 16 plate, it's clocked up 16,000 miles. The person who used it before me, PCO driver, must have really went to town with it. But anyway, so yeah, no surge was happening last night, and I logged onto the Facebook group, and lots of people getting frustrated because it's not like, and I searched everywhere. I mean, even in London, there's bound to be a surge somewhere, and there was nothing even in London, not even a spot, not even an orange or yellow spot. So people were upset. I was upset because I was geared up for a really busy and profitable night, and nothing happened. So I switched to XL, and surprisingly, probably the first time ever that I've actually had XL jobs. I mean, normally I get XL jobs, but not as frequently as I did last night, which is strange. So I guess people were really maximizing on the fact that there was no dynamic pricing, so everyone was getting some good cheap rides. But yeah, fair dues to those who are in their Toyota Priuses and so forth, and smaller cars, because that would work out well for you guys. But for me, lugging around this tank, this wouldn't be profitable. I'll probably be burning more petrol more than anything, going in between places in Reading. So I did a few XL jobs, but one specific job sticked out, and this was supposed to be my lot, because I said to myself, I'm going to pack it in at about midnight, and it was roughly around 11:30 at night last night. I got a call for another Excel job close by to my home, actually. So I was like, okay, not bad. So I wonder where they're going to go. They're either going to go into town or they're going to go home. So I arrived at the property. Excuse me. Waited out there and waited and waited. Eventually, one person decided to have the decency to come out and say nothing really. Obviously, he was intoxicated. Comes out and says, "Oh, are you the Uber?" The usual. Yep, I'm the Uber. I'll take that. Anyway, comes up to me, asks me if I'm the Uber. Yes, I am. Goes back into the house. So I'm like, okay. And then comes out with a baby in the car seat. So it's a small baby, so it's a car seat. So that's fine. I don't mind taking. I'll take the baby in the car seat because that's absolutely fine. It's not carrying the baby. It's fine. So anyway, he came out with the baby. Next minute, another person comes out. Another person comes out. It's fine. They booked Excel, so I'm expecting 6 passengers anyway. And then this other guy comes out. No, he goes back into the house again and comes out with the buggy. So I'm now thinking, where is this supposed to go? So he starts complaining because I opened he goes, "Can I put this in the boot, mate?" I said, "There is no boot. It's a 7-seater. Once the 2 seats are up, the boot practically is gone. You got a small boot which is enough for a flight case or hand luggage that you use to go if you're flying off somewhere." So anyway, yeah, he started. That's when the moan started. He started moaning. "Oh, there's no boot. There's no boot." And then more people come out. So now, I wasn't expecting that many people if they had a baby in a pram. So that was the buggy, the wheels part of the car seat. And then another person comes out with the lie down pram, basically. By which point I was like thinking to myself, my gosh. So I'm about to fit in 5 adults, a buggy, and a pram. Yeah, wasn't impressed. And so the guy says, "Oh, I'll put it on my lap." So he gets in the back seat, 2 rear seats at the back, gets in, and then he asked me to obviously hand the buggy across to him. Which you know, the buggy is large. You got the wheels there about that size, you know, and then you got the buggy's about this big. So you're going to be tilting. He's going to put it in his lap. Okay, so first of all, I'm concerned that he's going to be hitting my roof, and this roof is new. You know, there's no scratches on it. There's no stains on it. It's new. So first of all, I know them wheels are dirty. They're going to be hitting my roof. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and then his girlfriend, partner, whoever she was, she joined him at the back, and again, quite cocky. And so, and then a slightly mature woman, I'd say like a motherly type woman, came in as well, and they were all just looking at the car thinking, how are they going to fit? And I was thinking the same thing, because I was thinking, you know, there's quite a lot of you guys should have ordered a van. not a 7-seater. I mean, even in a Ford Galaxy, I think they would have struggled with this one. But anyway, they all fit in, all a bit tight, but they all fitted into the car. But obviously, you can feel the engine working itself on this one. So again, a standard XL, not on a surge, for a 20-minute journey. So they were going to the east side of Reading, and yeah, you know you're going to be burning some petrol there if you've got that many people. So anyway, to try and cut this long story short, I was really a bit aggy by which point, because you know, the guy was moaning about the fact that there was not enough space. I'm thinking in my head, you know, you shouldn't have been such a cheapskate in the first place. You should have ordered two cabs at least. You know, that way you can have your boot space. Obviously you won't be able to get a van. You know, you can try obviously calling these private hire companies here in Reading, and they've got the those Mercedes Vitos or Vianos, which they use. They could have requested for that, but no, they want to be cheap, so they went for an Uber on a non-surge, and they're complaining. He's complaining anyway. So anyway, we make our way, and it hasn't even been a minute into the journey, and it started already. So, taxi driver, the lady who the account holder, can you stop off at a shop to buy some fags? And we'll pay you Okay, we'll pay you. Don't worry, we'll come off my credit card. Yeah, clearly they don't take Ubers often. So to have that sort of behaviour already, they're being naive and quite frankly, I found it quite rude. You know, they'll pay me. What do you mean you'll pay me? You know. But anyway, and then the other bloke said, yeah, let's get some fags, stop at a petrol station. And then the motherly type who sat at the front seat was actually telling them off, saying, no, we don't need to. I've got fags. Don't worry. No. So I'm getting contrast already. So on the one hand, the account holder is telling me to stop off at a shop, and the bloke behind me is telling me to stop off at a shop. The lady next to me is telling me no. So already I'm already getting, you know, this joint in here, you know, thinking to myself, okay, what am I doing, in or out? So anyway, I'm just checking if there's a surge happening, but there's none. I've switched to XL this morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Normally it's quite busy and it's surging on a Sunday in Reading, but there's no surge and it doesn't look like it's that busy. And well, I bet you as soon as I switch to XL, my phone's going to be going off the hook. So, but yeah, I thought I'd park up and have a quick chat with you guys because it's been a while. Anyway, going back to the story, I've digressed. So I just make my way towards their destination following the sat nav. And I keep hearing them moan about stopping off at a shop, but I was literally, by which point I was just ignoring it. And then coming up to, let's say, maybe 10 minutes towards to their destination, I get the bloke at the back again, at the very back. Excuse me, mate, do a left here. I was like, okay. Yeah, and then the others were debating why he was giving me directions suddenly. Do a left here, even though my sat nav clearly said right. Do a left here, do a left here. So, as he was demanding, I did a left. Yeah, and then after you did the left, do a right. So, I do a right. And by which point, they started taking the piss. You know, they started, oh, lovely scenery. To your left, you get a 4-bedroom house, blah, blah. To your right, you know, they were and then the account holder who was sat at the back with the other bloke started making noise. Oi, taxi driver, why are you going this way for? You're taking the wrong way. You know, I am paying money out of my credit card for this. At which point, that tipped me over the edge, really. I'm seeing red in my eyes. If I'm not seeing red surge on the phone, I'm seeing the red is coming from my eyes. And I was literally, I wanted to say a few things that, you know, because I was already getting fed up with the behaviour already. So she started moaning about how she's paying, you know, how she's, you know, how, you know, if she wanted the scenery, she would have paid for it. I'm thinking to myself, what on earth, you know? And then the other lady at the back with them was saying, oh, you guys are not going to get your 5 stars. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, this is the thing about the riders, and this is something that Uber needs to sort out. Riders think they can bully their driver and you know, they hold them off a pedestal and say, yeah, you're 5 stars, you better earn your 5 stars, be a good boy and you can earn your 5 stars. You know, as the moment someone starts bringing up about 5 stars, I know already that they're using this as leverage. You know, they are patronizing you in that respect, thinking that, oh, you've got to be their Jeeves in order to earn your 5 stars. Hell no, you know. So literally, when the account holder started making noise again about me going the wrong way, I said to them, I'm only following what your mate has told me. Now, we want to tone things down a little bit and start behaving ourselves, because, you know, otherwise I'm just going to terminate the trip. And I'm sorry, you guys are going to have to walk. By which point, a bloke at the back, oi, what's up with you? It's like, nothing, what's up with you? You know, I'm not, you know, I'm very customer centric, you know. I will swallow as much pride as I can, you know, but when you're being spoken to like some damn idiot, you know, I'm not having that, you know. But I wasn't rude to them. I was just telling them to behave themselves or I'll terminate the trip. Simple as. Now, at the back of my mind, the only reason why I'm not terminating the trip It's because there's a little baby at the back. And baby, bless, only like about 3 to 4 months old. And is out at midnight with these intoxicated fools, you know, in an Uber cab, you know. I mean, just already, you know, you're thinking to yourself, you know, there's no one sensible to drive them home, you know, to someone not to drink, to drive them home. Because obviously they're using a car seat, you know, one of them must have a car, or they must have got to their destination prior to their party with a car. You know, I certainly wouldn't expect an Uber to take my 4-month-old baby. You know, I don't know. Anyway, this is people's logic, and obviously you have to respect that. But damn, you know. So that's the only reason why I didn't terminate, because I would have terminated the trip long time ago. You know, I wouldn't have even batted an eyelid. As soon as they started moaning about credit card, 5 stars, and that, I would have stopped the car and terminated the trip. But because there was a 4-month-old baby in the back, I'm not about to do that. You know, I love children. I love my kids. You know, I know what it's like for a couple to have kids. But even they weren't really showing any form of respect. But anyway, we got out of the car. I helped them out. I took the buggy, helped them out, and one of the guys started giving me the look. You know, the look of, let's go. So I was ignoring it. And then as I was helping the other guy at the back, taking out the pram, because obviously he had it on his damn lap, not the pram, the buggy wheels, had it on his damn lap. I was helping him take it out, because it's awkward, you know, the rear seats of a 7-seater, you know, it's small enough as it is, and you got a big, massive buggy with the wheels this size and the frame this size, and you got it over your lap like that. What the hell? So anyway, I'm trying to help him out, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to be careful because it's all on camera, innit?" Oh, sorry, I didn't mention to them that everything that's going on in the car is on camera. So therefore, please behave yourselves. Otherwise, you know, I'll terminate this ride and call the police. It's standard. Maybe I let my temper get to me, but I was already at that point where I just couldn't, you know, take any more shit, really, to be honest with you. So anyway, the other guy wanted to go. You know, he was giving me that look saying, let's go, let's do this. You know, he wants to obviously get into a brawl with me. I think he's the father of the baby, for starters. So I'm not about to fight a dad with this 4-month-old baby that's literally just gone into the house. So I let them all out. And then the lady obviously who sat next to me was very apologetic about it. I'm really sorry. You know, she was having a go at them, telling them to pipe down because they were swearing so much and what have you. Pipe down. She apologized to me, and I said, it's okay, it's fine, it's fair enough. It's you know, I'm used to this sort of thing, but just not to that capacity where you're going to get me upset. So anyway, straight away I knew it. You know, as soon as I finished that ride, the surge started, and I was like, wow. And it's like burning red, so it was on a 3.2, and I got a ping straight away. So I accepted the ping. So while I was driving up, I checked my ratings, because I can do that on my second phone. And without a shadow of a doubt, my rating went from 4.95, and you could just see it literally just drop down. You know, it was literally like, you know, it was like watching, you know, in the fruit machine, the way the numbers just changed. 4.95 to 4.92. Lovely. You know, that's what I get. So I knew that was gonna fall flat on my face, but you know, it's not so much about I'm caring about my rating, but I am looking after my rating, because at the end of the day, there will come a time when, and I'm pretty sure that will be the case with Uber's relicensing that's happening in September, whether they're going to get licensed or not. But if they do get licensed, I'm sure TfL will put pressure on them to tighten up their drivers. You know, get rid of the shit drivers. And obviously keep the new drivers. Now, how do you determine between the good drivers and the shit drivers? Through a rating. You know, that's the whole reason why the rating system was there. You know, it's to judge you as a driver, to judge you whether you're giving the customer service, whether you're displaying the empathy, whether your car's clean and tidy, you know, whether you can communicate well, whether you can get to your destination well, you know, without going into, you know, without diverting and not being able to follow your sat nav or follow signs or know the knowledge around the area. So these sort of things, these are all going to come into play eventually on Uber. And the people in the Facebook group just don't see it like that. They're like, oh, don't care about ratings. Don't just do your job. Yeah, do your job. But, you know, at the same time, you need to look after your rating, because there's a reason why the rating's in place, guys. This is not there by chance or coincidence. Now, Uber is on 44,000 drivers. I don't know whether that's London or it's the whole of UK, but they've got 44,000 drivers. So if that's London alone, Jesus, that is a lot. Okay, so, and TfL already complained that there's too many Uber drivers out. You know, too many drivers on Uber, and you know, there'll come a time when that needs to be narrowed down somehow. And I strongly believe that, you know, Uber will be eliminating drivers, taking drivers off platforms. You know, just terminating them. You know, for small reasons. I am pretty sure that's going to happen. You know. It's the way it is. There's no, these ratings are not there for nothing. What's it there for? For you to get a slap on the wrists when you're naughty? No, come on, guys. Otherwise, it's just a pointless process. But anyway, I don't see how the rating system on Uber is fair. And I've complained about this a few times to Uber, actually, because they say that, you know, it's based on an average. Yeah. So say, for example, I've taken 200 trips, okay? I'm on 4.95, and every customer has rated me 5-star, okay? How is that one 4.95 not increasing? Yet, I get a bad rating of one customer, and automatically it drops. That automatically it drops, you know, by a milli percent. You know, how the hell does that work out? You know, you from 4.95. consistently getting 5 stars, I get the odd rubbish star, and suddenly, yeah, 4.92. So there you have it, guys. That's already evidence to you that there's a reason for this star rating process, because it's hard for you to maintain it. You know, you have your 5 stars consistently for 200 or 100 trips, and then, you know, that one person who's going to rate you 1 star, or even 2, or even 3, okay, your star rating drops, just like that. So my theory, I feel very strongly about it. That is definitely the case. Now, speaking of which, you know, on the 30th of September, I believe, Uber's license will be renewing Uber's license is up for renewal. And there's been a lot of talk around it on the Facebook forums, mixed opinions, you know, whether or not Uber's license will be renewed or not. Quite frankly, I worried, you know, for the little time that I've been doing Uber, it's been a good gig, you know, so long as you work hard, you know, you can also work smart and work hard, but it's about balance of the two, really. Some days you'll work harder than others. Some days you'll work smarter than others. It really depends on how things are rolling. Now, right now, it looks as though I'm going to be working hard, because it's already 8:24, and it's not even surging in Reading. It's surging in Caversham area. So again, that's weird, because last week when I was coming back from Heathrow, I did a drop off from Heathrow, and then I went back to Reading. It was blazing red, you know, and I wanted to sleep, because it was Saturday night coming into Sunday morning. I wanted to sleep. I was so tired already, by which point, so I needed a bit of rest, but it was burning hot. So I thought I'd take one more job when I got home, which is roughly about this time as well, last week, and it was burning red hot. Today, however, it's dire. It's really dire. It's nothing's happening, and I don't know if this is the after effect again of what happened yesterday with regards to the surge not being around. Uber couldn't be forthcoming and advise us, drivers, as to why it wasn't surging last night. You know, nothing, not a peep from Uber, which again is really disappointing, because you know, that as a company you should inform your drivers. If there's a technical glitch, let us know, you know, and you know, we might have it in our hearts to work, you know, all the ex-drivers out there, you know, they might, you know, but people were logging off and saying, I'm going home, I'm done with this, because, you know, you don't expect a Saturday night to be working off base rate. Come on, man, do you know, oh, you're going to be lugging around all these drunks, smelling of alcohol and being abusive to you, and you're going to be doing this at base rate. It really does. It's not financially viable and not morally viable neither. But yeah, but on that respect, on the flip side of that, like I said, Uber has been a good gig compared to working for Amazon Flex, where you really grind for that £52. You really do grind it. Whereas with Uber, you can make that £52 in an hour or two. 2 hours probably max, and you'll make that £52 easily if you had two long trips. And that's not even doing much. You're just sitting in your car, just driving people around. Whereas with Amazon, you're literally sweating your bollocks off for that 52 quid, and that's for 4 hours, and you're going to be loaded with some crazy parcels. But anyway, I'm not going to rant too much about Amazon Flex, because it looks like there's been a lot of developments with Amazon Flex in terms of the app and how things are working now. So since I've stopped doing it a month ago, it looks as though there has been some developments. But going by the Facebook group, it looks like there is still people unhappy with the way they are being treated, and I don't blame them, guys, because you are literally, working your ass off. I realize that now. At the time, I thought, before Uber, I thought Amazon Flex is great. It's you make it £52. You deliver these parcels, you meet some great people, and lovely weather you get to enjoy. But yeah, after a few weeks of that, it got harder, more parcels, longer distances between the houses. So yeah, it's just started going downhill really, and I started weighing the fact that obviously you're going to be clocking up 100 miles, clocking up over 100 miles even, should I say, and then only earning £52. You got to figure out the maths there, and it would appear that you're not making that much. You probably will be on £6 an hour, by which point, yeah, it's crap. It's good if you have extra job, if you're relying on it as an income, a full-time income, then yeah, and you're capped at 24 hours, and then you're fighting for your blocks as well. Yeah, nah, that I had to leave that, because that wasn't doing it for me really. And fair play to the guys who are still doing it, because you guys are soldiers. I do rate you guys, and I miss talking to you guys actually, because I used to participate a lot in the Facebook group and contribute as much as I can, until I think the tipping point there was, not only was I annoyed with Amazon, but I got annoyed by the administrators of that Facebook group, because they kicked me out and blocked me for a reason, but a reason that could have easily been squashed by talking to that person as a human, as opposed to just blocking them off without even telling them. But anyway, that chip on my shoulder has long gone anyway. I'm past that. I just thought I'd mention it again as we're on that topic. But anyway, guys, look, I've been rambling on now for 28 minutes, so it's a long video. Apologies for that. To all those viewers and subscribers out there who have been waiting for a video from me, I'm really sorry, and thank you for watching. For those who are newly subscribed, or for the new viewers out there, thank you very much for watching. Alexandra, one of my passengers, actually asked me about the sign at the back of my car, which I need to give you a tour of my car, by the way, so I will do that on my next video, because it's quite cold at the moment. I don't want to get out of the car. But yeah, so there's a few things that I've done to the car in order to make it more attractive. It is an attractive car, don't get me wrong, it's a sexy car. I've had a lot of compliments on it, but yeah, I'll do that in my next video. I'll talk about my whip, my ride. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Oh, sorry, Alexandra, one of my passengers, if you are watching this, thank you, and I hope all is going well in uni. Just wishing you all the best, and to everyone else out there, subscribers and viewers, thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. It's Frankly Uber here, signing out. Peace.